that's ultimately what this is all about. So with that, I will yield back my time and recognize the ranking member for his opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and duly noted. There are some Republican-led bills on today's docket, and very, very thankful for that. And that's how I wanted to open up my statement, by acknowledging there's 3 of the 10 bills today that are Republican-led. And my bill, the Film Act, is one of those, and that would cut unnecessary bureaucratic red tape and support the First Amendment rights of citizens on federal lands by streamlining the cumbersome film permitting process. This legislation will help grow our outdoor recreation economy by showcasing all of the wonder and beauty of our federal lands, including the beautiful lands of my home state of Idaho and those in the chairman's beautiful state of Colorado. Mr. Chairman, thank you also for including bills from my colleagues, Mr. Wenstrup and Mr. Buck, in today's hearing. I think we're going to hear from Mr. Wenstrup here in just a minute. Although I'm pleased that these bills will be discussed today, I can't help but think we still are missing some of the forest for the trees, with no pun intended. One more of the pressing concerns of our constituents back home. While back in Idaho over the last couple of weeks, I heard from many constituents that were concerned or remain concerned about the threat of wildfires in our state and around the West in particular. This is a threat to homes, recreational areas, and businesses still, and it's growing. Since we met last on June 23, less than a month ago, the number of acres burned in the United States has increased from 3.2 million to 5 million acres, nearly 55% increase just within that last month. 2 days ago, we reached the ominous mark of 5 million acres faster than we have any year of the previous decade. In fact, this amount is over double the 10-year average, which stands at roughly 2.5 million acres. What's perhaps most concerning is that we're just now entering the hottest part of the summer. Now, on this current trajectory, 2022 will be, or could be, the worst wildfire season on record. So committee Republicans are committed to confronting our out-of-control wildfire crisis by introducing legislation to aid the Forest Service and other federal land management agencies in increasing the pace and scale of active forest management. We're also holding 2 forums over the next 2 weeks focused on the topic of wildfire. On Friday, we will hold a forum on saving our sequoias, which are currently burning in the Washburn Fire in Yosemite National Park. These fires are burning so intensely, they're shooting large sequoia branches hundreds of feet in the air, nearly colliding with fire suppression aircraft. Next week, we'll be discussing the real-life impacts the wildfire crisis has had on millions of Americans because of lack of active forest management, from destroyed businesses and homes to wildlife habitat reduced to ash. The consequences of letting those infernos rage out of control year after year are almost too difficult to speak about. We owe it to our citizens in the West to turn the tide and start proactively managing our lands. And as a subcommittee, we can't continue to ignore the real and significant risks wildfires are posing. I introduce legislation like the Film Act to help ensure constituents can fully enjoy our federal lands, but don't want a camera lens fogged with smoke or family pictures coated in the haze of wildfire. We can't truly enjoy our federal lands unless we start to care for them, or properly care for them, and I hope our committee will do just that. I thank you, each of the witnesses here today, and Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. I thank the ranking member.